Hey Procraftinators! Today I'm participating in a video hop hosted by createinspain. The theme is bling, if you couldn't tell by my shiny blinged out card here. The second picture is showing how the card front is transparent like a stained glass window. I put my phone's flashlight on to shine through it. I started by cutting the heart image 6 times and layering them together. This is an SVG file that I cut on my Cricut. I got the file from Creative Fabrica. It's called Zentangle Heart. I will try to remember to link it to my blog post in the supplies list. After I did that, I took 3 colors of Nuvo Jewel Drops, Pale Periwinkle, Rosewater, and Honeysuckle, and filled the openings of the heart with them. If you want to achieve the stained glass look, you need to use the Jewel Drops, as they dry somewhat transparent. I did this on my Tonic Easy Clean mat because it is a non-stick surface. You definitely want to use something that is non-stick for this, or you will have a mess. Another tip is that you want to pay attention to which side is up on your die cut, if it isn't a symmetrical die cut, and put that face down, so the jewel drops will be smooth on that side. I didn't do that on this one, but I will let you in on a little secret. I completely messed this heart up, and it's not the heart I ended up using on my final card. We won't talk about what happened to that heart. It's a sore subject. This whole card was one of those cards, and nothing went right. It didn't turn out exactly like I had planned in my head, but it is what it is, right? So here's the final heart completely dried, the one that I'm using on the card. I am also showing a foil piece here that I planned on putting on top of the heart. I didn't end up using this particular foiled piece. You'll see the one that I used later in the video. The card front piece is also foiled, but it didn't show up on camera very well. I used a piece of Foil Mates paper by Gina Designs in the Petite Flourish design. To get the negative image of the heart, I used Shirkuts-a-lot. If anyone is interested in Shirkuts-a-lot tutorials on how to do the techniques that I used in this video or a couple of my past videos, just let me know and I'd be happy to do a video on them. Anyways, back to the card. I used Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive to adhere my heart to the card panel. Then I glued the foil heart on top. To foil the top heart, I ran the heart cut out through my Xyron machine. I really regretted doing it this way though. I have a love-hate relationship with that thing, and it's mostly hate relationship. For intricate dies, it makes a terrible mess, and I knew better, but in this particular instance, for some reason, the adhesive did not stick all over the die cut, which I have not had issues with before, even though I burnished it really well. So I had to go in and add two-way adhesive to try to add the foil where it missed. It was kind of a nightmare, but this was like the 4th heart that I had tried to foil, and I was really at the end of my rope with this part of the card. Hence why none of that was caught on video. After I got that adhered, it was time to adhere my rhinestones. I made a rhinestone template in Shirkuts-a-lot to make sure that I evenly placed them and got them placed in the perfect heart shape that matched my heart. So I laid my template over my heart and taped it down using Post-it tape. Then I went to town adhering rhinestones. Don't worry, I won't show you all of them. While I have a minute here, I just want to share a money-saving tip for you. The gems that I'm using here were found at Hobby Lobby, if you have one near you. And these are found in the fine art section, you know, where you find the Bristol Smooth pads and stuff like that. In one of those sections over in the fine art section, you'll see, at least this is where mine are kept, the poster board and that kind of stuff. There is a spiral bound notebook that has 1,400 colored gems, and it's by Art Skills. They are self-stick gems, and the pad is $7.99, but you can use your 40% off coupon. And so it works out to be much cheaper than buying the tiny little packs of gems that are over in the paper crafting section. So I thought I would share that money-saving tip with you. Next, it was time to adhere the card front to the card base. Since I had run that one heart through my Xyron machine to adhere the foil, and I have a 9-inch Xyron, I went ahead and run the card front through the Xyron machine too, as not to waste the expensive adhesive. Well, like I said, the Xyron was not playing nice today, and when I went to remove the card front from the Xyron backing paper, it started to rip the back of my card front. I've never had that happen before. So I had to apply some wet glue in the places that the card front had ripped and had missing adhesive. Then I very carefully lined up the card front and the card base and adhered them together. Proper placement is absolutely crucial with this card design. Once I got the card panel adhered, I used an adhesive eraser to remove a little excess adhesive from the Xyron on the top edge of the card. Next, I used my bone folder to go over the fold of the card. Now it's time to work on the inside of the card. Using Memento Tuxedo black ink, I stamped the stamp abilities felt with the heart sentiment stamp. Next, I'm going to use an oldie but goodie technique called stamp kissing. I wanted to embellish the inside a bit, but couldn't find the perfect stamp. So I thought this Stamp Abilities swirly background stamp kinda matched the Foilmates background on the front of the card, and I wanted a heart to tie it all in. So I found a solid heart stamp in my stash, which came from the Stampin' Up! Simply Said stamp set. I then inked up part of the background stamp with Brilliance Pearlescent Orange Pigment ink to bring that orange color from the front of the card, and kissed the heart stamp to the background stamp, then stamped the heart stamp on the inside of my card. It doesn't show up on video very well due to the light color of the orange ink, and my camera settings were a bit off today. We had just come back from a trip where my husband had been using my camera for pictures, and I forgot to change my settings. So my lighting looks insanely harsh for this video. I apologize for that. You can see it much better in the still pictures at the end of the video and on my blog post linked in the video description. You can also see the stained glass effect better in the still pictures, as I took one picture with the lights off and my phone flashlight behind the card. I just want to thank you so much for watching and participating in the Bling Hop today. The link to the next video is in the description box below. I hope that you hop along to the next video. We have some amazing creators who have some awesome projects to share with you today. Please don't forget to like and share my video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, and have a great day.